Parko, he's been warming up on the foil across the bay there, and well, we'll see what he can get done out here.
We're going to start off with S.Kennedy. Nice carve off the top, back into the lip, and that oncoming, that splash of whitewater moving way back up, him off. R.Heazlewood, exciting young goofy foot out of Australia, and he gets a little hung up. Y.Dora, another goofy foot, this time out of Brazil, on the backhand. Nice little lip glide there for Dora. Hooking turn to follow up. Smooth off the bottom for a vertical lip bash. And a nice little check turn on the corner just to put an exclamation mark to that wave for the skinny goat, Y.Dora.
That's how you want to start a heat right there. That was some beautiful surfing and well-timed, nice flow, a lot of power. Technique was on point.
In the Vissla City Open, so R.Heazlewood, that youngster's got a bright future. In contrast, J.Parkinson up on this wave, and Parko, veteran on the championship tour, banging through the paces there, 37-year-old, and really making the most of every stop.
Yeah, he's been enjoying and sucking the marrow out of every event stop that we've seen him on. Guys are having a tough time right now out there with the surface texture right now.
Parkinson opened up with a 5.33. That's a nice effort for Parko. And a 3.83 is in his score line. He's going to continue to surf through here. J.Parkinson, smooth as silk, always. Bottom-top combination. Great rail work by the 2012 world champ. And a little bit of aggression there for the finish.
J.Parkinson. He's just so smooth. He almost makes it look too easy. This wave not really allowing much lip line action until the inside, where he did just belt it.
Back of the wave. Behind him, S.Kennedy. Stu gliding through a couple of turns here on his Firewire surfboard. Floats through that section. And a little bobble there, but regains composure and times the backwash nicely as he finishes off his wave.
Stu off the bottom, straight up into the corner. Belts it, just buckets. Turns down, nice turn into that. Looking for the finish. Good flow. A tiny bit of a bobble, but you know what? He finished out with a nice little quick snap.
We can make it as simple as that. You can go back to back. We're going to see you 2019 on the Championship Tour. Swan Song on the 2018 Championship Tour being performed by the smooth operator, J.Parkinson, and just always pleasing to the eye. Parko's body mechanics and approach, technique on point. Has been accused of making it look too easy at times. What do you think?
Yeah, well, that's something we talked about a bit, and you know what? He literally had to dirty up his surfing and won a world title. Is that something that, you know, is, I mean, look at that, was such beautiful surfing right there. It is just absolutely crazy how clean that first turn was. It was one of the better turns I've seen in this whole event. He redirected in a critical bowl section, and it didn't even like bat an eyelash. I mean, that was just butter right there, and does not look inviting out there. You know, when you look at that lip line all chewed up, trying to identify the right wave.
R.Heazlewood rolls into this one and does a good job of getting right through that lip. Again, for Heazlewood, sticking right in the power pocket there. And another carve on the backhand, and he put together a nice ride on a mean-looking wave.
So, that was a dramatic-looking wave.
And flowing through this angry-looking wave.
Yeah, a lot of bump, but you know what? He kind of rode right through it, decided I am just still going to put myself up into that lip. And he did really well all the way through the wave and kept it going. And hats off.
Y.Dora also with his back against the wall, taking his time off the bottom. Little top check turn, a lot of foam on the face on that wave, and not anything more on offer for Dora. Replay of Y.Dora.
So it looked like a nice clean face, but then once he got on it, the thing just walled up and shut down. Didn't give him much opportunity at all. Hadn't had a shoulder on it. Days where you just don't know exactly where you're at in the lineup.
And a bit of repositioning by Y.Dora, surfing his way against the current to maybe get back out. These guys are getting sucked. Dora taking kind of an insider here. He's going to have to bring some progression for a score, and you could see he was thinking about it, Little mistimed. He wanted to wind up for the backhand rotator, but no doing for Y.Dora.
So I can remember. Let's watch these guys dig in and make stars out of themselves.
S.Kennedy, relatively smooth face here, doubling up, taking some time off the bottom. Now carves a top turn, moving his way down the line, double pump off the bottom, this time straight up into the lip for an aggressive snap. Times this whitewater climb right up into the lip. Here we go. Here's a replay of S.Kennedy.
So like you pointed out, Kaipo, he waited a while for the first turn, getting up into the mix, which can play against you on, you know, the judge's card. I think they want to see you try to attack, but the way that he finished
the lip with his board, J.Parkinson right behind him, and the smooth lines continue from Parko. Little hook off the top to finish there, and Parko is fella hot.
Parko falling out of the sky, big wrap into the corner, comes off the bottom looking for another snap, extends through underneath the whitewater lip, crumbling, and then hits it straight up, finishes nice and strong. Love to take another look at it, get some comparisons, but we're not going to be able to as this thing's winding down. Can Heazlewood rattle back right now?
He needs to grab it back right now, like you said, Waz. Slow carve off the top there, squares off the bottom, aggressive turn there, a little bit of a poke of the rail, but pulls it off. Easy on the first carve, but then really made it up for the second turn. And unfortunate, Y.Dora just can't get that open face that he needs since he opened up with a 6.5. Everything's just been really tough for Dora. One judge down, one judge up, and it ends up being a 5-7-3, enough to put Heazlewood into second place, and Reef advances on with J.Parkinson. We're going to see him later this afternoon in the round of 32. Great news for R.Heazlewood, and he continues his roll through the Hawaiian Pro here at Halifa Strider.